Okay, both players ready. Game number 1 in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Wow, that's some bad delay. Look at that. Usually it's like 5 seconds, maybe. 5 seconds tops after I say Tetris that they actually start on the stream. What can we say? PixelAndy, the number 4 seed. Currently ranked, according to the panel of experts that was polled last month. New addition to the scene. PixelAndy, the world number 2, according to a panel of experts. So-called experts. Oh no, geez. Did not get the bar all the way over. Can take a couple of burns to take this down, but I'm not sure if you can get anything over to the left side. Need to get something over, or else this is going to be a quick top out, and G's is done after 7,000 points. Andy. Already with game number 1. Yeah, that's unfortunate. In terms of max out players above the age of 40, you've got Rory, who's not really active, Corian, who's not really active, and then some other people where I'm not sure how old they are, so I feel it might be rude to speculate. Looks 23, yeah, it looks definitely... Looks very good for his age, what can I say? Okay, so G's getting some burning once again at the beginning of this game, but at a much lower height, and already has the board clean. Andy so far with 2 Tetrises. G's needing a J piece. Decides not to build the Lombard dependency, but actually we'll solve it with a Lombard. Now once again needs a J. Doesn't get the J, so it's gonna be some more early struggles here for G's. Yet to score a Tetris in the set. But might actually set up dirty. Andy, meanwhile, at 101,000 G's. At 17,000. There you go. First Tetris of the game. 4 G's. It's going to be all the way up on row 4. Gets square bursted. Ooh, mistap there with the S piece. Gets the J piece all the way over to the left side. Gets the T over. Now should be able to burn this down. Okay, an L piece or a Lombard right there. Gonna do some wonders for G's. But Andy, meanwhile, just Tetrising ahead. And already with a 130,000 point lead. There's a couple lines ahead, but with all this garbage on G's side. This is a strong early lead here for Andy. But it seems G's is now set up for another Tetris here on row 4. It's gonna get the bar for the Tetris. 97,000 for G's, 196 for Andy at the same line count. There you go. G is gonna burn it down. Hello, Gold. Gold, my man. Shame I didn't see you on the weekend, but... What the hell? Bro, what? Okay, 242 for Andy, 125 for G's. G's with the Tetris goes up to 150. Andy at 267. Yeah, both players now just playing with clean wells on the right side. Hi, Wallbant. Your estimate 6:45. You do realize that you're talking to somebody where it's currently midnight, so 6:45 means absolutely nothing to me. 319 for Andy, 175 for G's. Right now, both players playing clean. G's with a good double well is going to get Tetris ready with a Lombard. $366 for Andy, 222 for G's. Yes, 1.5 into kill screen. is the single most insane thing I've seen in the years of watching Tetris. And usually I don't really... I tend to be mostly apathetic towards huge achievements, but not this one. This one's insane. G's with a delayed Vits. Waiting for the bar. Currently at 290,000. Andy at 414,000. G's gonna fill in the Lombard dependency, but now has a hole to deal with. Some good decisions there to keep the board manageable. Good timing of the Lombard. Same can't be said about the next couple of squares, but handling it nicely. G's almost with an open well once again. Currently at 300,000, Andy at 463. I genuinely don't even care about that. I mean, usually I would actually be the person who would care about that stuff. But this transcends anything. like this is so far beyond like any of that. Like, it just doesn't matter, does it? Oh, Andy ends up with a hole. Currently at 515,000. G's at 374. G's using that Z. Now just needs to deal with one hole on his board. And Andy gonna transition at 562. G's probably gonna take this burn into the transition at 400,000. Some garbage on his board. Ooh, Andy there with a misdrop. I can't quite make out if Andy is rolling or dancing or what's going on. I could just look at his playfield. I was trying to look at his hands. I could just watch him play. 599 here for Andy. Currently setting up on row 2. G's almost clean at 419,000. So over 200,000 points in the lead is Andy. Right now, both players set up for Tetris's. Tetris there for G's. But is already 200,000 points behind. But best thing he can do is to just get Tetris's. That's exactly what he's doing. There you go. 474 for G. Set up for the next one, but... Oh, Andy there with an inexplicable misdrop of the T. Probably just didn't rotate, but there you go. Adjust to get the Tetris over. 741 for Andy. 506 for G's. G's playing with a good board. There you go. Tetris for G's goes up to 537 now. Andy is set up for a dirty Tetris and is going to get it. Not going to be made to wait for that bar. Currently 783 for Andy. 571 for G's. G's gets the bar all the way over. There you go. Another Tetris for G's. Can't really break into this 200,000 point lead for Andy. If anything, it seems like it's growing ever so slightly. As Andy isn't really letting up whatsoever. 876 for Andy. Make that 908 into level 26. 644 for G's. Still on level 25. G's with a very dark level 26 is going to get a Tetris, goes up to 710. Andy at 943. G's getting the Lombard all the way over. Try to stay Tetris ready. Andy already with a max out of 829, unless G's has some insane post 29 play with tapping, this game is gonna go way of PixelAndy. But geez, looking good to finish this out. In a game where he had a lot of struggles, does well to reach kill screen with a respectable score, but Andy already 200,000 points ahead, as he was for basically all of post-transition. Just gonna finish it out. Ooh. There you go. 2-0 to PixelAndy. Okay, both players ready for game number 3. Is it gonna be the widely expected PixelAndy moving on to round 2? Or is Cheese got a plot twist under his sleeve? Under his sleeve? In his sleeve? I completely forgot what you're supposed to say. Reverse sweep. Is it just me, or does Andy have a different chair every single time? I don't know, maybe he's looking for sponsors. Oh wow, Andy with quite a setup. Okay, gonna solve it with a T, gets a line spin, needs an L, or just solves it with a bar. Now L or J needed. It's gonna get the J, and there you go, Andy's clean. 49,000 for Andy, 69,000 for G's. Andy with a very high left side. Imagine how scary Andy would be with his cap off. What does that mean? Do you think his cap is like constricting his brain or something? It's 100,000 for Andy. It's 96,000 for G's. You really gotta worry when he takes his glasses off. Yeah. No, yeah, definitely. It's better to not really be able to look at pieces. Or maybe he's like, I don't know. I was gonna say psyche, but he just turns people to stone, doesn't he? 193 here for Andy, 171 for G's. And G's has been Tetrising on road 2, but gets a perfect opportunity to take the single and burn down all the way to the bottom. Valak 1626, thank you for the the follow. I thought you subscribed, sorry. But still thank you, of course, but 227 here for Andy. 203 for G's. There's a subscription. CatKit91. Thank you for the subscription. Subscribe for 32 months. Wow. That's a lot. You just saw 11,000. Yeah, it is kind of crazy. If you want to contribute to that, contribute to the madness, the exclamation point Matrina in the chat. 303 for Andy, 277 for G's. It's actually a very even game. Efficiency-wise. So G's trying to create himself an opportunity to at least not start off post-transition against PixelAndy with a very big disadvantage. But as I say that, Andy is at 375, 6 lines ahead of G's, who's at 309. But yeah, it is now a real lead for Andy, just as I was going on about this game being even. perfect TPs. Very satisfying for G's. Currently at 402, gets a Tetris, goes up to 425. Andy at 489. What? I was kind of making a joke with that comment about joining but if you want to join a Tetris for the non-pros, hopefully someone will have a link in the YouTube chat. $535 for Andy. $472 for G's. Okay, Andy finding himself in a slight bit of danger as he's about to transition. There you go, reopens the well and can take a perfect triple, completely clean board, and 594 for Andy, 566 for G's. So actually a very even game. As G's gets a Tetris, 590, still on level 19. G's, you can see he's going aggressive, building up that Lombard dependency just so he can keep the well open. It's going to work out nicely. 617 here for G's, 645 for Andy. How many lines is transition at? You transition from 18 to 19 speeds at 130 lines, and to 29 speeds at 230 lines, and to super kill screen at 330 lines. Tetris there for Andy goes up to 729 into level 22. G's set up for the Tetris. Currently at 639 into level 22. Unfortunate misdrop there of the SPs for G's. So he's going to have to expend some lines burning this down. As Andy sacrifices the board slightly, or not sure, may have been a misdrop. That was definitely a misdrop there of the SPs. So Andy going to be sat here burning for a little bit as G's is actually clean, basically. Might be setting up for a center world Tetris as G's now he's just going to take a couple of burns. Currently at 683. Andy into level 24 at 802. So big lead here for Andy, but if there's ever a time to catch up, it's going to be now here for Jesus. Andy is almost clean. Triple right there and only a single away. Currently on level 25 is Andy. Gets a Tetris, goes up to 849. Jeez. Tetris into level 25 at 757. Tetris there for Jeez goes up to 788. Andy at 883. So it's getting more and more unlikely that Jeez could potentially take a lead into the post-29 play. Obviously, what Andy can do there. Right now, Jeez just trying to Tetris out. As Andy's actually doing a bit of burning. Currently on level 27 at 954. G's into level 27 at 892. And Andy's still not clean. Gonna have at most 2 Tetrises before level 29. Currently at 999. With 1 more Tetris available. As G's having to do a bit of burning right here. Can still max out if you can get all 3 Tetrises. Andy, meanwhile, into level 29 at A14. And making sure to survive long enough that no matter what G's can still do here, won't be able to get all 3 Tetrises, but trying to maybe set up for a one final one. And G's ends his Mega Masters campaign with a 944, a very respectable effort against the world number 2. But Andy gonna advance to the second round. But yeah, thank you, G's, for the matches. Thank you for playing. Game number 1 of round 1 between Kitten and Wallbant in 3, 2, 1. Kitten Tetris. Oh no. Yeah, we'll refresh after this game. Okay, Kitten and Wallbant. A very even matchup, actually, on paper. Probably one of the tougher round 1 matches to predict. Both very strong, capable rollers. Oh. Okay, Wallbant restart. Seems we had a wrong seed. That's fine. I'll roll a new one. I know it's very tedious, but that's kind of we have to roll a new seed, right? So just quickly put that in. Imagine that none of the last 30 seconds happened. Probably more than that. Maybe more like 76. But yes. Who's the rest of the top 10? The player rank? Yeah. Gerald, Sidnev, Miles. Yeah, I think, yeah, that's it. Okay. I think we're ready for the real game number 1. Kitten, there you go. Alright. Game number 1. Attempt number 1 in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Let's see. Both players with the exact same openers? No, okay. Deviated after, what was that, 5 pieces? Eric, I see. He's... I mean, no one really retires, because no one's really a professional anyways, but he's not been active. Kitten there with a dirty Tetris. Both players starting off with 2 Tetrises. Kitten though with a bit of garbage, but will just elect to set up for a perfect wall transfer. Some tucks there for Kitten. 69,000 for Kitten. 71,000 for Wallbant. Yes, as Eyeball says, it's also impossible to retire from this game. How many people have actually made an entire CTM post, or Discord post in general, saying, I'm retiring, goodbye, loved the game, lived it, but I'm seeking a new challenge now, looking for new horizons, and then it just came back 3 weeks later. How many people haven't done that? Okay, 141 for Kitten, 140 for Wallbant. If a moderator wants to set up prediction, please feel free. You forgot them because they left. Yeah, fair enough. There are actually a couple of people who just straight up did retire. Just don't see them anymore. Wallband with a very clean board at 208,000. Kitten at 171. Yeah, Joseph would be one you'd have. Although in fairness, he didn't make a big... he did not make a big CTM Discord post saying, I'm retiring. And delayed Vits there, not delayed, what am I saying? Sorry. I'm accusing Kitten there, wrongfully. Kitten with a Vits adjustment. 199 for Kitten, 233 for Wallbant, and that's Wallbant, who has some garbage. Gonna take a nice triple. Could use a Lombard now for column 2. Who made it? I don't know, like 50 people? Eric's playing tomorrow, by the way. Eric ICX will be playing Sunny Disposition tomorrow. In the... I forgot which color it is bracket, but you can watch him tomorrow. Okay, 270 here for Kitten, 294 for Wallbant. The maroon bracket, yes. No, Eric did not do that. Oh, Kitten. Good burn there of the LPs, if you just caught it. And there you go, Tetris there for Kitten. Goes up to 318, Wallbant at 322. Huff, I mean, less active, but is also playing in Mega Masters. Yeah, that's exactly it. If you actually want to quit this game, most people just quit. Like, just stop playing, really. Oh, Wallbant with a couple of problems on his board. Still has the well open, can take a good double there to wait for the bar, which eventually arrives. And it's 395 for Wallbant, 370 for Kitten. Well, I mean, yeah, people knew it had the likelihood of having a pretty good high prize pool, but no one knew that it'd be up to 11,000 now, already, on the 16th of March. 426 here for Wallbant, 400,000 for Kitten. I live right next to a hockey stadium. Now, ice hockey is not very big in this country, but the people who are into it tend to be very loud and very annoying to me, trying to enjoy my piece. 456 here for Wallbant, 453 for Kitten. Kitten gonna transition at 508. Wallbang gonna transition with that Tetris at 510. So basically same scores going into the transition. Only real difference right now is that Kitten was setting up on row 2. Now setting up for a row 2 left well. Wallbang meanwhile just playing with a clean right well setup. Does have a Lombard dependency. Ooh, now has a Lombard dependency on top of a Lombard dependency on top of a Lombard dependency. But slowly burning this down. 548 here for Wallbant, 588 for Kitten, who also gonna have to spend some time burning. Do you want to save that? It's actually a very nice, quiet area, except for ice hockey game days, I guess. 564 here for Wallbant, 608 for Kitten. Wallbant, though, the first to get clean and set up for a Tetris. So Tetris there for Wallbang goes up to 594, immediately set up for the next one. And 623 here for Wallbang into 23 as Kitten at 616, slightly behind in score. We'll get a dirty Tetris right there, 644 here for Kitten. And almost completely clean, but setting up for a center well Tetris. Wow, you have an interesting name there, person in the YouTube chat. But no, not as far as I'm aware of. 681 here for Kitten, 664 for Wallbant. So there you go. Oh, Kitten doesn't get the bar all the way over for the Tetris. Now waiting for the next one as the board is getting higher and higher for Kitten. And that missed bar is going to kill Kitten in game number 1. And Wallbant going to take game number 1. Who is that person in... I didn't even know we're streaming to that platform. But who is that? Zempro, did you just make an account just now? It's nice that you don't have to, that you can just be Zempro. And you've got that name. Okay. Oh, Kitten, lots of activity in the middle of the board. Could use an L piece for the right side, does get a Tetris. Tucks in the L. Another L, gonna be helpful. And Kitten so far with 3 Tetrises. Wallbant. Lombard dependency, gonna have to deal with that. Takes a double. Decides to adjust the bar. And Tetris ready now once again. Alright, 115 here for Kitten, 56,000 for Wallbant. Oh, Kitten with the Lombard dependency. And it looks like the Lombard is gonna take a bit of time, and of course shows up just as Kitten covered up the dependency. Wouldn't you know? And now another one shows up as the dependency is covered. But now waiting for the bar. Kitten at 155, Wallbant at 147. Wallbant with a completely clean board gets a Tetris, goes up to 170. Looks like Kitten's gonna be clean now. Currently behind by about 30,000 points. Alright, so 209 for Kitten, 219 for Wallbant. No, is there no music? Seriously, is there no music? Or is it just very quiet? You can hear it? Okay, thank you, Deck. Okay, thank you everyone else in the chat. 279 for Kitten, 298 for Wallbant. It's quiet? Okay, I can turn it up. No, I can't. It's actually at max volume. So you're just gonna have to turn up your volume. Here, I'll turn myself down, turn up the volume, maybe you can hear the music then. The song itself, yeah, the song is quiet. 304 for Wallbant, 335 for Kitten. Oh, Kitten with a Christmas tree on his board. Could use a J piece. Was gonna get the J. Now could use an L. Or that exact combination. 340 for Kitten, 314 for Wallbant. You turn into the voice of a god. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I failed to see the problem with that scenario. 387 for Kitten, who could really use a J or a Lombard for the left. Now just building up his left side nicely. Good board for Kitten, gets another Tetris, goes up to 410,000. Wallbant behind by about 3 Tetrises at 344. Okay, less than 10 lines to go until the 19 transition. Kitten in the lead at 453. Wallbant with the Tetris goes up to 418. And Kitten gonna transition at 477. Wallbant into 19 at 446. Oh, Kitten gets a Tetris, but did misdrop an L piece just before. Shouldn't be a problem as long as he can get a bar over. To the left side. Decides to take the Tetris first. Now waiting for the bar. And actually, in his pursuit of said bar, the board gonna decay. And it's gonna be prolonged burning here for Kitten. Currently at 536. Wallbant at 549. Oh, Kitten doesn't get the T-spin, but shouldn't be that much of a problem, but unfortunate misdrop there of the S. Just gonna prolong this digging just as he was looking to get out of it. Lombard gonna be helpful. Wallbant, meanwhile, just Tetrising ahead, currently at 608. Kitten at 560. Wallbant continuing to play clean post-transition. And Kitten actually set up for a dirty Tetris on 22. There you go. Bar for Kitten. Gets the Tetris. Goes up to 593. Wallbant, meanwhile, at 694. So just like that. And the early post-transition digging there for Kitten. Gonna concede a 100,000 point lead here to Wallbant. Wallbant waiting for this bar. Have to sacrifice the board a little bit, but should be able to deal with this without a problem. But that bar basically misdrops to the worst possible position. And now it's going to be Wallbant digging as Kitten is clean. Kitten at 631 gets a Tetris, goes up to 663. And actually Wallbant looking in grave danger, tops out at 732. And Kitten just needs to get to 733 to take game number 2. So one more Tetris and some change will be enough here for Kitten. There you go. Tetris for Kitten to take game number 2. Oh my god, I just put my hand into a fire. Yeah, Kitten taking game number 2, leveling up the set. J and a Z. And this is now with the failed starts included, probably the 5th time I'm remembering that I should be refreshing Kitten's stream between matches. So, you know. No, there's no permanent damage. Although, actually, my thumb does... It just looks a little bit weird. Like, you know how your thumb kind of, like, arches? Like, away from the rest of the fingers? Like, my thumb that I did with the iron doesn't do that anymore. But it functions completely normal. It's the thumb that got... that I maxed out with, right? So, that I play Tetris with, so... I guess it should still be okay, in theory. 114 here for Wallbant, yet to burn, but will be burning shortly. 72,000 for Kitten. You once accidentally touched a Dutch. You on getting a loaf of bread. Yeah, that sounds very painful. Ooh, Kitten there with a misdrop of the J piece. Alleviate some pressure with that Tetris, but gonna have to deal with these next couple of holes. As Wallbant is having a very efficient start here into this game. Only burnt 3 lines so far. And as I say that, burns 2 more. So 137 for Kitten, 209 for Wallbant. Jesus Christ, Emperor. That's horrible. That sounds, yeah. Doesn't sound like a fun day. 191 for Kitten. 259 for Wallbant. It healed perfect. That's very. I'm glad to hear that. Kitten up high. Gets the bar all the way over. Needs to reopen this Lombard dependency. Good timing of the L piece. Reopens the dependency, actually set up for a dirty Tetris now. And gets the dirty Tetris. Wallbant now in some danger. Not too high actually, but it's just gonna cost some burning. Kitten out of danger now. 247 for Kitten. Wallbant at 295, and Wallbant there with another misdrop. Just adding complications. As he's already dealing with an unclean board. There you go. Wallbant open for a Tetris. But yeah, Wallbant now needing to do a little bit of burning, but should be safe now. And we're even in score. It's 301 for Kitten to 305 for Wallbant. So that bit of burning, doing all of the equalizing here in this game. Kitten. Some nice, like, delayed roof burns and everything. Trying to keep his wall open. There you go. Tetris for Kitten goes up to 330. 354 for Wallbant. Uh, 377 here for Kitten. Oh, Wallbant with a terrible misdrop there at the T-piece. Able to immediately get a double to alleviate a lot of pressure. Decides to play it desperate there with the L-piece. But good double there for Wallbant. Square to the left. Kitten, meanwhile, also with an unclean board, but not as high as Wallbant. But Wallbant... Ooh, bad timing there for those pieces. Now as a Lombard dependency, actually needs some very specific pieces to get out of this, and Wallbant is done at 392. And Kitten at 413. Now just one game away from a showdown with PixelAndy. Speaking of burns, look at that. Did I say that? I didn't say that, did I? If I did, then I'm proud of myself. That's actually very, very good. Water is minimum top 2 drink. Minimum. If it's not top 2 for you, then you need to sort your life out. But water is sick, man. I love water. Water is like my favorite. Have I told you how much I love water? Water is great. Water the best? Water the very best. No, that's what I mean. It should be 1. But I'm saying top 2 minimum. Because I don't know if you're like a mad coffee drinker, like if that's your whole personality or something. Or you're an I don't know, like. But water should be top 2 minimum. Because it's the best. So 68,000 for Kitten, 50,000 for Wallbant. Orange juice. I'm sorry to say I'm not really that big on orange juice. Ooh. Seems to be a bit of a Lombard light diet here in the seed. But there you go, both players able to hold out long enough to get a couple of Tetrises, 118,000. Wallbant at 122. Apple juice? Yeah, apple juice is nice. But if you have too much of it, then it can get a little bit gross. But only if you have too much. 167 here for Kitten. Perfect T-piece. Gets a Tetris. 190 for Kitten. Wallbant setting up on row 2. Gets a Tetris. Goes up to 173. So yeah, actually after having a strong start into the 18 portion, Wallbant had a tough dig on his hands and unfortunately succumbed to it. And now finding himself 2-1 down, needing the next 2 games to advance. An 8-ounce glass. Oh, of apple? Yeah, yeah, that's perfect. Like a nice little juice. Like, what am I saying? Christ. 265 here for Kitten. Tetris for Wallbant goes up to 248. Kitten could use an S piece. Or 2 Lombards, that also works. Ooh, Wallbant once again up high, in danger. Could use an S to the left. Oh, misdrops the S piece right there. Does Wallbant still getting pieces over, but Wallbant's done at 252. And 2 tough 18 top outs are going to allow Kitten to advance to the next round. Yeah, Wallbant playing from the Illinois Regional, by the way. So yeah, please enjoy that. Have a good time. Thank you for playing. Good to see you, my friend. And yeah, it's gonna be Kitten advancing to the next round. Okay, game number 1, sorry, of round number 2 between Andy and Kitten in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. That's a fantastic shirt choice from the PixelAndy. Yes. Yes, that is a very good shirt. Was he wearing that before? Did I not perceive it? Or did he switch shirts? Probably was wearing the same exact thing. 90,000 each. Andy yet to burn. He's so talented. Wow, what a shirt. Yeah, what a shirt. Andy still yet to burn. Starting off with 7 Tetrises in a row. Speaking of lots of Tetrises in a row, did you see that Noah Dangler got 1.5 into kill screen today? I actually just forgot for a second and I just remembered. That's utterly insane. Andy still yet to burn. 228 here for Andy, 209 for Kitten. Kitten not really having burnt that many lines as well, so. Ooh, Kitten now with a Lombard dependency over to the left, gonna be able to fill it in. Now needs an L piece preferably, or a Z and a J also works. Open for another Tetris. Andy has now burnt some lines on 4 cheese. There you go. There's your there's your prediction contest. 243 here for Kitten, 300,000 for Andy, make that 323. Has burned a couple of lines, but still a very efficient start here into 18 for PixelAndy. DAS 1. Oh, it's definitely possible. The problem with DAS 1.4 is the fact that there aren't really that many good players going for it actively at all, really. I think there's Mark. And yeah. That's your best hope. Andy there with the Tetris goes up to 397. Somehow this has turned into a 100,000 point lead. Kitten with the Tetris goes up to 319. Both players clean. Kitten with another Tetris. Tetris for Andy. Did you say on 4? Yes, I said on 4 cheese. You can see how being on the internet has infected my vocabulary. $465 here for Andy. $366 for Kitten. If I get DAS 1.4, I get Brazilian citizenship. Nice. I mean, I guess I have to go for it now. Kitten doing some burning, trying to reopen the swell. $536 here for Andy. 401 for Kitten. You haven't heard of that yet. Okay. I had a coworker who would just say, who would just add E to anything. It's like the word for broken in German is kaputt. And she'd just be like, oh, that's kaputti. I hope your lives are now better. 605 for Andy. 493 for Kitten. Andy does have a hole on his board, is able to get the Tetris, but now has a choice to make. Does he start building on vote 2? And it seems the answer is yes. No. No, it's not. No, Andy just electing to burn this down. Kit, meanwhile, has transitioned. Currently at 523. Andy setting up for one final Tetris, one off the bottom on the left side. Waiting for the spar. Transitions with a 662. Kitten set up for a very dirty Tetris. Gonna get the bar for the Tetris. Goes up to 554 and reopens the well on 21 at 558. Andy, meanwhile, doing a bit of cleanup here. Has over 100,000 point lead and is a full level behind. So definitely more than enough leeway to take a couple of lines here to get his board clean, which is exactly what he's done. There you go, Tetris for Andy, 721 into level 21. And it's 648 here for Kitten, already on level 23. So Kitten now with a clean board, but as Andy keeps Tetrising here, it's not going to be much that Kitten can really do. Andy here with a Tetris with 803 into level 22. See, an excellent efficiency game here for Andy in competition. Okay, both players set up for a Tetris. 863 here for Andy. Gets a Tetris, goes up to 892. Nice adjustment there for the square. Kitten, meanwhile, at 750. Nice tuck of the T. But already on level 25. And the lead has only grown here for Andy. as Kitten has actually salvaged quite a bit of pace here, putting together a very respectable game, but unfortunately Andy is already nearly 200,000 points ahead and 2 levels behind. There you go, Tetris for Kitten goes up to 822. Andy at 988. There's the max out for Andy into level 26 at 821. Kitten at 857 on level 27. Ooh, Andy held out for that bar for a dangerously long time. Wasn't in any danger of topping out, but has sacrificed quite a bit of this board. Has basically secured a lead into 29, but Kitten, let's see, maxes out into 29 and is now off on right. Gets a Tetris on 29, currently at A36. Andy on level 27 at A74 with a Tetris B09 into level 28 with 2 more Tetrises available. Oh no. Kitten going here, A48. And Andy, B11 on level 28 with 2 more Tetrises available. Gets 1, goes up to B46. Kitten still going here on level 31, currently at A60. But Andy looking for his final Tetris into 29, B83. So over 120,000 points ahead at the current moment. But Kitten is still going here on level 32. Having to do some cleanup now. Has nearly 100,000 points post 29 already. But Kitten there with a misdrop of the square. Ooh, gets the bar all the way over. This is still such a tough dig here for Kitten. Ooh, gets the S all the way over. Now needs a bar. Doesn't get the bar over, and that's going to do it for Kitten. Done at A90. Respectful effort there post 29 by Andy. Already at C23 on 31. Strong game here for Andy. As he's going to take game number 1. Let's roll a new seed. You could sing Andy to the tune of Pig Bag. Anyone know that song? The song that Middlesbrough walks out to. At Riverside. You could sing Andy to the tune of that song. I will not be doing a demonstration. Andy, not starting this game off perfectly, but clean now. Lucas, try and sing PixelAndy to the tune of Seven Nation. That doesn't work. Doesn't work. You can't do that. No, you can find a song for Andy. Oh, Andy there with a misdrop. Should be fine. But actually sacrificing a couple of holes. Now it's just gonna burn this down from the top. 81,000 here for Andy. 63,000 for Kitten. Why are we talking about Cobra, we're trying to... I mean, I say we, it's mostly just me, just rambling. Trying to think of a song that you could sing the words PixelAndy to. Uh, 131 for Andy, 111 for Kitten. Zombie. You could do that. I'm trying to think. I'm not gonna sing it out of fear for copyright, but I think you could do that. Okay, 180 here for Andy. 142 for Kitten. Can we move Kitten slightly to the right? It's 2 a.m. in the Netherlands. No, it's not. It's 1:52. You know why I know that? Because I'm in the same time zone as the Netherlands. 250 here for Andy. 212,000 for Kitten. Oh my god! I literally looked over for half a second and now there's a modern art piece on Andy's board. Did get a Tetris, but now gonna be burning for a little bit. Oh, Kitten getting 2 very dirty Tetrises to burn down, reopens the well, gets a Tetris, goes up to 284,000. So actually, even game. There you go, Andy with a column 4 with a single back to the right side. So yeah, after quite a few shenanigans, same score, but Kitten is about 4 lines behind. So Kitten with a slight pace lead. You're calling it, yeah. Thank you. If that can stick, then that'd be amazing. 361 for Andy. 381 for Kitten. Kitten, good LPs, there you go. Gonna do the spinny majig. And gonna get the tuck for the Tetris. 429 for Kitten. 406 for Andy. Oh my, oh, Andy tried to adjust there, but unfortunately ended up right in the middle between the 2 places he wanted it, which creates a bunch of hurt and despair. There you go, bar for Andy. Oh my god, what has happened? Kitten tops out at 452. Andy needs to get to 453. Andy needs to get to 453 to take the game. I have no idea what happened. I just looked over and bad things were happening, but one more Tetris for Andy will secure him game 2. Yeah, Kitten goes without saying, please don't reset your games. But there you go. Andy gonna take game number 2. Okay, game number 3 in 3, 2, 1 Tetris. This song goes so hard. I hope you can hear it. I love this song. If Tetris players ever went outside, they would listen to this song. Very big if. Oh, Andy, avoiding the Lombard dependency. Now has a very big 3-wide hole, which he's going to start filling in. Nicely done. Tetris for Andy. Kitten set up for his first Tetris. There you go. I think he likes yes. Yes. I like the song. It's very good. Alex, he's immortal because his legacy will live on forever. Well, until the heat death of the universe. You know, the universe only exists for like a very, very short period of time of the entire existence. So basically none of our legacies will live on for much of anything. Anyways, Andy at 117. Kitten at 77,000. Kitten eating a Lombard. Kitten set up for a dirty Tetris. Oh, just as he covers up the well, of course the bar decides to show up at the next one. Gonna show up soon. Oh, Kitten in some trouble. Could use an L piece. Could really use an L piece. There you go. L for a double. Now needs a 3 wide. Good S piece. Gets decides to burn the bar flat. Gets the next bar over vertical. There you go. Slowly burning this down. Oh, now needs a bar. Oh, decides to set up for a crazy Tetris. Kitten tops out at 112,000 after rejecting to burn it down. So yeah, Andy advancing to the next round. You know what? No one can say Kitten did not play the way he wanted to play. There you go. But Andy gonna advance to the next round. I have a scene for this. Where is it? Okay. I don't know, you can't hear the music anymore. Probably my mic doesn't work. Because it just hasn't. But yes. Andy's your winner. There you go.
Hey everybody, this is your old pal Vandweller, host of Classic Tetris Monthly, and I'm asking you to do me a favor. If you like this video, hit thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like it, please subscribe and bang that notification bell. And follow us on Twitch at twitch.tv/monthlytetris. Thank you, and have a nice day.